weekend vacation. Grab your stool, squat on down for crappy animation. Let the gangsta commentary prop open your eyelids and watch some TV shows that have aged even worse than they did. So fill your bowls, use your spoons. It's Shaturday Morning Cartoons.
Happy Saturday, everybody! Welcome to Saturday Morning Cartoons. I'm Joe, that's Nick, that's George, that's Caitlin, and this is the show where we watch good, bad, dumb, funny, weird cartoons from the golden age of Saturday morning. And today, we're watching our first ever Emmy award-winning cartoon. We're watching an Emmy award winner. We're going to watch Garfield's Halloween special, and it's this affected me when I was a kid. Have you guys all seen it before?
I saw it as a child. I barely remember it. I feel like it's not super shatty though. You know, I think it's pretty high quality.
Exactly. It's not totally shatty.
Sometimes a good one sneaks in, you know, we got to allow that too.
There's nothing we can do about it. You know, sometimes we have to, the show must go on. So before we get into that, let's talk about cereals. I have none. I'm over at Jakesters. I'm completely cereal-less. So
just so people know, our friend's house, Jakester, he growing up would eat a cereal called Prograin, which was just like flavorless pellets called Prograin, and
it always had an athlete on the cover. I think it was like Poor Man's Wheaties, you know. Yes. But it looked like Kicks. You know?
Yeah, like little nuggets, and he's for his entire life only eaten dry cereal, never put milk on it.
Well, here's the other thing: he grew up on a goddamn dairy farm too, and he was just like spitting in the face of the cows.
Who does a dry bite? My partner doesn't have dressing on salad. I think it's disgusting. Dry bite.
I'm the same way.
Yeah,
actually, I just eat the croutons, so that's not even fair.
That checks out. That actually makes sense for George, actually. So yeah, I'm with. I don't have any. He doesn't do Prograin anymore, so I'm without cereal. What do you guys got?
I went with. I haven't had these. I've had Annie's birthday cake bunnies, but now I've got cocoa bunnies, and these might be my favorite chocolate cereal. They're really good. It's a dark chocolate. It's not like a Cocoa Pops chocolate kind of thing. So it's a little bit darker. I enjoy them. They're little bunny chocolate bunny shapes.
It feels like a very adult cereal. Like it's not like a kid's cereal. It's like Annie's.
But he collects Alf stuff.
Yeah,
it counterbalances.
I mean, there's still 200 calories in a bowl here, so we're not talking about a completely healthy.
What do they got on the back? Do they have like any mazes or anything, or like?
Well, yeah, they have like a little word search, but it's kind of educational. So it's not just like, you know, get Cap'n Crunch to defeat the Soggies, or
you have to identify finance ministers of developing nations on the back.
Yeah, I mean, like one of the things talks about like humidity for growing cocoa beans. Like, I don't want to know where my cereal comes from, you know.
And the kids definitely don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm boycotting General Mills at the moment. So what am I gonna do? Annie's is all I got.
Okay.
All right, George.
Oh, I'm eating Lucky Charms in the divorced dad style single serving container.
Nice.
Because a divorced dad wouldn't know that this is available in a box with several servings. So.
Oh, so sorry about your divorce, George.
I was the last one to know.
Okay. Kellen, you eating anything today?
Yeah, I have Kellogg's Frosted Flakes because I figured Tony the Tiger could be like Garfield's, like, you know, half cousin who's a jock or something like that. And also it was all that we had here. So.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's like his older, cooler cousin, actually. Yeah. And wait, did Tony the Tiger, did he have glasses on in that on that cereal box?
He's reading a book called Who Was Jesse Owens?
Oh.
Is that why you bought it? Because you just like glasses wearing
I just like glasses, and Jesse Owens has went to OSU, you know.
Oh, really?
He actually did, but yeah.
I mean, so okay, Tony the Tiger's wearing glasses, reading about Jesse Owens. Okay,
yeah, I mean,
all right. It just feels like a weird dream I might have had or something.
It's interesting, you know.
I'm learning. All right, so we are going to watch this Garfield Halloween special. It won an Emmy, but here's the thing: like Jim Davis, we all know this. Like he's all about the merchandising. Like Garfield is everywhere. You can't go anywhere without like seeing Garfield somewhere. Even today, Garfield is everywhere today. And so Jim Davis, he started out in advertising, and it almost feels like this was a ploy from day one to just merchandise the shit out of Garfield. And he didn't say no to anything, including this commercial that we're going to kick off with and I just, right when you thought you'd seen it all for Garfield merchandise, along comes this one.
To celebrate Garfield having his own ravioli, Garfield round ravioli, we're throwing him a surprise party with a year's supply. So after I show him these plump, meaty ravioli, we'll pull back the curtain and yell surprise. Garfield, this was supposed to be a surprise.
Tell you what, fill this place back up, and I'll come back and act surprised.
Garfield round ravioli, the only round ravioli and meat sauce that's Garfield approved.
Isn't my ravioli fun?
Garfield ravioli. They actually made that. First of all, like, I think they're trying to pass that off as lasagna.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, it's not the same thing, and that's what they're going for with that. But so let's talk about Garfield here. This particular special that we're going to watch, it originally aired as a CBS primetime special on October 30th, 1985. And Garfield, they had a Saturday morning cartoon. It was like Garfield and Friends, and they had U.S. Acres. But they also ran all these primetime specials from 1982 to 1991. And this is the fourth one. And this is the one that won an Emmy. And you know what? I kind of respect that it won an Emmy. I think it was like an Emmy for animation or something. But the animation's pretty cool, actually. I have some other fun facts, but Caitlin, I thought maybe you could jump in with your comic strip knowledge of Garfield.
Sure.
Were you a Garfield fan since day one? I always feel like Garfield's like a gateway comic.
I was more of a Peanuts fan than a Garfield fan. Even today, I'm not the biggest Garfield fan. I know, and I think that's fine. He has it covered. He's doing just fine without my fandom. But let's see. Yes, created by Jim Davis, who's from Muncie, Indiana, not very far away from Columbus. In I want to say late 70s, maybe like 70.
Sometime around then,
or something. And I know he had some comic strips before that weren't very successful, including one that was sort of like a proto Garfield. And then invented Garfield, and it kind of, took the world by storm. And he created Paws Inc., like smartly made sure that he owned the copyright for Garfield, which not all cartoonists do for their comics, and became like a billionaire, merchandised it all over the world, and people love it. I'm not saying it's an awesome comic. It's great. It's just not very it's not very philosophical or anything.
No, I mean, it's easy, it's digestible, it's evergreen. Like my niece and nephew love it, but they're like 6 and 7. And so but I feel like now they're starting to read Calvin and Hobbes, because I feel like this is the gateway cartoon,
there you go.
Or comic that gets you into it. And then you realize there's this whole other world out there.
Yeah. I do think it's cool to see really early Garfield comics, because the character looks completely different. Like he's very portly. And I think early Garfield is so much cuter. He's like big chubby guy. And
I wonder if that was a note. Like, did they say like, hey, could you thin him up a little bit? He's just a little too chunky.
I mean, he barely looks like a cat now. He looked like a cat more, at the beginning. So
let's see. I have some questions for you guys. Where do you think Garfield is set? Because he is set in a place.
I know.
Where do you think Garfield is set? It is documented where Garfield.
I already know this. Do I answer? Do I let the boys
go ahead.
answer?
Well, let Nick and George try to guess.
I mean, I'll say Anderson, Indiana.
Okay, George, what do you say?
I'll say Flagstaff, Arizona.
Okay, Muncie, which is where Jim Davis is from. So, right? Is he from there? He's from there, right? Yeah. All right, Garfield voice that we all know is Lorenzo Music. Like he's like the Garfield voice. But who are some other people who have voiced Garfield? And
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. And you're never going to believe it. You're never going to believe it when I say it. You're gonna... Yes, Welker did.
Oh, Frank Welker. course.
FW
Yeah.
voiced him at one point too. Yeah, and
What
then on
can't
this,
he do?
he can do it all. Lou Rawls actually sings on it too, and I think he sings for the voice of Garfield because I don't think Lorenzo Music could, even though his last name is Music.
And Lou Rawls, after he died, I believe Frank Welker is doing his tour dates now.
Oh, right, he can do it
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Takes him over. Yep.
How much does Garfield make annually? How much would you guess?
In
Like
dollars or
annually.
lasagna?
Even today, even in today's
Okay.
world.
I'll say $30 million.
Okay. George, you got anything?
I'll say 22 million.
Nearly $1 billion. Nearly $1 billion.
year?
Yes. Nearly $1 billion. Yeah. Caitlin, you said he's a billionaire. Like they're still making Garfield movies, for crying out loud. Like they're still selling
making
Garfield.
Garfield. I mean, the comic strip's still getting made. I mean,
Yeah.
he hasn't actually created it for a long time. There's like a surprisingly large number of people that work on Garfield.
That's
like,
what I read. I read it was like 50 illustrators or something. Like,
yeah, I think he maybe still writes them, and yeah, I think he just writes them actually. Maybe he pencils them or something. But my boss actually went out to like the Garfield plantation and met with him and got a tour and told me all about it.
saw
There
the
was
factory.
yeah, big smokestacks. There was a
Orange
Peter Bag comic called Sweatshop that was all about a fake cat cartoon that had a staff. It was about how miserable all the illustrators were who worked on it. I mean, it's called Sweatshop, so he had his take on the Garfield machine.
Well, and I always assumed that Jim Davis was like this evil, like, based on that comic that you're talking about, Nick, Sweatshop. I always thought that was about Jim Davis and that he was this evil guy, but he really isn't. I mean, I don't think he's done anything wrong. Like, I was looking for Jim Davis controversy. That was one of my first Google searches for today's show, and I didn't see anything. There's nothing.
Well, there's nothing illegal when you're a billionaire.
Yeah.
By all accounts, he seems like a good dude, and he's also, from what I understand, like pretty, and that's probably why we can do this show, pretty flexible with copyright. Like, I think, he didn't get upset about Garfield without Garfield.
Oh, right.
Lasagna Cat or any of those things. Like, to him, it's just like more exposure for his brand, basically.
He knows exactly what he's doing. And Garfield without Garfield, if people haven't seen that before, it's just they take out Garfield out of all the comic strips, and it's absolutely brilliant. But yeah, I read that too, that he liked it. And when I read that, I was like, oh, Davis, you're all right. Yeah. I want to hate him because he's making $1 billion a year, but you just can't hate him. I mean, yeah, if it ain't broke. So, all right. So let's dive in. I'm going to show. So I cut this down significantly. This is like 24 minutes long. I cut it down to 10 minutes long because this is genuinely scary. So I kept the essence of it because I have a feeling that YouTube isn't going to like that we're playing. If we played the whole thing, we would probably get in trouble. But that does exist. If people want to go watch the whole thing, it's on YouTube. You can watch the full thing, 24 minutes long. But we're going to do like just a cut down of that. So here it is. This is the essence of the Garfield Halloween special. I think it's called the Halloween Adventure.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to another broadcast day at WBOR, the easy viewing, easy listening station. We begin our broadcast with the Binky the Clown Show. Have a nice day.
Hey, kids! Whoa! Get your lazy bottoms out of bed and do jumping jacks with Binky the Clown! Tonight is Halloween night, and we want to be in great shape to trick-or-treat for all that candy, don't we?
I mean, that's the original Krusty right there, right?
Cause this is the night folks are giving away so many good things to eat. Oh,
the rolls.
You know, life could be so sweet if every night was a night to go trick or treat. Trick or treat.
Okay, so Film Roman.
Yeah.
Film Roman, the animation studio, I think is headed up by Phil Roman. They did a lot of Simpsons stuff.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The animation's pretty good.
Yeah.
Emmy Award winning.
Hey, Odie, old boy. You know what Halloween night is? Yeah, well...
Also, they don't have to move his mouth because it's always him thinking, right? He's thinking telepathically, right?
Mm-hmm.
That stupid...
Oh, the animators love that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Get off your head and I'll tell you. Better. That's a night when dogs have to help cats go out and get candy. That's right.
Here's a question for you. Whenever he's in a comic, whenever Garfield is in a comic, does he always have the thought bubbles? He doesn't have the speaking bubbles. Yeah. It's always thought bubbles, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, John can't actually hear him.
Right. But he can respond to him, right?
He's just responding to his cat, like, doing stuff, which I think is why Garfield without Garfield worked so well.
Yeah, right. And but why can't Odie? I know that you work in the comics business, so of course you're going to have an answer for this. Why can't Odie think thoughts?
Because I guess he's dumb. Dogs are dumb, right?
That's true.
That's what Garfield's whole thing is.
That's 100% it.
This is why I'm not the biggest fan of this particular comic strip. I'm on Team Dog, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you're 100% right. That was the right answer.
And if a dog does a good job, he gets a whole piece of candy of his very own. Well, you want to go, boy? Huh?
Hey, can I ask a question to Caitlin?
Mm-hmm.
Is Bill the cat from Bloom County? Is that a response to Garfield being a cute plush toy to make the grossest cat comic?
God, I don't know. Actually, it might be. I never thought of that.
It's an orange cat who's disgusting. I don't know. It just occurred to me.
It totally could be. And I mean, also Heathcliff is an orange cat who exists before Garfield.
I was just about to bring that up. Is that orange cats tend, and I've well documented of me saying this, orange cats are showbiz cats. Morris the cat, Garfield, Heathcliff, and now Nick, you bring up this new cat that I'm not familiar with.
Yes, Bill the cat. His catchphrase is "ack."
Yeah. Isn't that Kathy's catchphrase?
Actually, yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
60 men all lost at sea, all of them drunk except for me. 'Twas I who had to face the storm with nothing in sight to keep me warm. Yo ho ho ho, over the raging sea we go. Yo ho ho ho, wherever the four winds blow. Hey!
So that was Lorenzo Music singing that part.
Yeah. I like that guy a lot. I included this in here just because I love that guy.
Very Life with Louie-esque.
It really is. Just like closing his eyes.
Hang on, Odie. I just had a brilliant idea. Look at all those houses across the river over there. If we can make it across the river, the candy is all mine. Do you hear me? All mine! It appears we're caught up in the current, matey. Put out the oars. Oh. Leave me alone, Odie. I'm busy wallowing in self-pity.
Did you guys all say that you'd seen this before?
I've seen it, yeah. And I watched it last year just because I was like, I wonder if that holds up.
Yeah.
And it mostly did. I think one thing, well, George and Caitlin, have you seen it?
Only when I was a kid, and I don't remember it.
It didn't affect you at all? It affected me.
No.
Because
In what way?
Well, because I think like Garfield is just like this always like cute and easy to digest, and like it's just, whatever. It's Garfield. I wasn't expecting to actually be challenged at parts or to like actually be scared at certain parts.
Do you remember a book called like The 9 Lives of Garfield that had Garfield interpreted by many different artists? That had at least one of the scariest comic books stories I've ever seen. Or comic strip stories. That was Garfield, and horrifying. But he's capable of reinvention.
Wait, Jim Davis put this out, or other people put it out?
I think he got the money for it, but I think other people. I mean, it was like.
Of course he did.
It was licensed. It wasn't like. I think he did the bookends of it. I think, and then there were like 9 artists did other interpretations. What I'm saying is just that Garfield is capable of being a terrifying character. And so I'm agreeing with you without having seen this.
Nick, what were you going to say?
Well, just what I was struck by in rewatching it is that I feel like pre-Simpsons, they didn't really know how to do, like, primetime cartoons were not one story. And I think especially when they were translating a comic strip to the screen, they were still figuring out how to do it. So a lot of times there's just little vignettes or just little, what would be like a 6-panel like Sunday strip is just a non-connected part to the Halloween story. You know what I mean? Well, and Family Circus was the same way when we watched those. They're just like little jokes, and then there's some loose plot thread, you know.
You know what I found out today when I was doing the research for this is that the Far Side had a cartoon. It was like 3 minutes long, and it was like Far Side Halloween, but it wasn't very Halloween-y. But it was actually a great story. It was like a short. Maybe they made it as a pilot, but somebody uploaded it off of a VHS. I think that they probably pitched it, but it was weird seeing the Far Side, which is like one panel, one joke, trying to make it a story. But it was cool to see the animation at least like look like that. But yeah, I think I don't know where I was going with that, but all right.
Did you know that they did a pilot for a live action Far Side, and one of the actors recently posted a photo from it?
Yes.
Do you want to see it?
Do you have it ready?
Yeah, I just pulled it. Do you want to see it? It's pretty disturbing.
Oh, for sure.
All right, so yeah, this actor is like, I had to just, like, a lot of people don't believe me that this existed, but it did. It was a pilot for a live action Far Side. Can you see it?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of what I imagined it to look like.
Yeah.
Especially the woman on the way left.
I know. Yeah. It looks like all of Gary Larson's grotesque drawings
the feet
come to life.
Well, there's sometimes I'll be out in public and I'll I'll be with like Albertina and I'll be like, kind of looks like a Far Side character, you know, like there's certain people that kind of look like Far Side characters,
or like walking cows when you see them.
Yep.
Like,
playing the violin.
That was a little diversion. Not all comics that are great have successfully been brought to the small screen.
All right, let's rejoin Garfield and Odie. They were trick-or-treating, and then they took a boat to across the river. They lost their oars, and now they're trying to get more candy.
Arr, and shiver me timbers, it be land ho.
I'm already a little scared.
Nice touch.
Lorenzo Music, he has a great voice.
There's a light in the window up there.
Also,
someone
Gummy
must
Bears,
actually
the cartoon.
live in that old house.
But whenever you'd hear his voice, you'd always be like, "Oh, that's Garfield's voice."
Yeah,
right?
no matter what it was.
It's a little sultry, don't you think?
It is.
I mean, do I just find Garfield's voice sexy? Nobody else.
I 100% do. I love
Odie
it.
does.
Yeah. Oh, and the guy's name, Lorenzo Music. Is that not the best name of all time?
It's the Carlos Danger of the animation world.
He is.
The doorman on Rhoda.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was. Yeah.
Just the voice. Yeah.
Okay. Here's where it gets scary. So everything's been fun and funny, right? So, well, funny, whatever. But now it takes a turn.
It looks as though the place is deserted. Let's warm ourselves by the fire.
You can kind of hear the echo in the recording booth.
Yeah.
You know, you can kind of tell the room.
Yeah, when it's that quiet, when it's just him talking.
More like it.
Shut up, you two!
All right, we're gonna stop it there.
That is scary.
It is scary. A scary old man that like isn't cartoony.
Telling them to shut up. I mean, it's aggressive.
The illustration is just like way different than Garfield stuff. All of a sudden, it's Anyway, I thought now would be a good time. Now the whole thing's gonna get scary, and I thought now would be a good time to stop. Let's watch some commercials. Let's prepare ourselves for the second half. But George, what do you got? You got some commercials?
Yeah, we're going to watch Halloween costume commercials in order of increasing desperation. Saturday Morning Cartoons will be right back.
They're gearing up for Halloween at the theatrical shop in West Des Moines. For Halloween parties and outfitting the youngsters, the theatrical shop provides specialized, ready-made costumes to rent or buy. Choose from a wide variety of materials and accessories. Create your own costume or take advantage of the custom costume shop for real novelty. Call or stop in now to reserve your favorite costume. The theatrical shop in West Des Moines.
So a nice place,
Our
right?
prices won't scare you away.
This Halloween, Ziggy and Zon's World has everything you need to be anyone or anything you like. Ziggy and Zon's World is filled with accessories, costumes, makeup and masks, decorations too, everything. Scare 'em, fear 'em, goof 'em, spoof 'em, be anything you want to be for Halloween at Ziggy and Zon's World.
That kind of looked like
Ooh, jingle
Buddy's
contest.
heading for Woolworth and Woolco to get set for Halloween. There's costumes of TV favorites like Wonder Woman and the Hulk. There's popular characters from Star Wars.
That's what Darth
and
Vader
there's
would wear.
superheroes like Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, and many more at bare bones prices. $2.38 to $4.17. And there's
bare bones quality.
Hallowitches, wrapped candy of every kind, all at the favorite Halloween haunts. Woolworth and Woolco.
Halloween costumes from most stores have one built-in disadvantage. Anyone can buy the same costume. A costume from Ragstock, on the other hand, is unique because you selected yourself from a huge stock of recycled clothing. Create your own Dracula or Superman. Be a cowboy or a rock star. A tramp or a vamp.
Visit Ragstock at 327 State Street,
I would
Madison.
get my Halloween costume.
They're still there. Ragstock's still there, too.
Tired of wearing the same old face Halloween after Halloween? Why not try a Fright Night nose mask from Bud and Bud Light? There's Batface, Scary Witch, Mr. Pumpkin, and Big Black Cat. Best of all, these amazing masks are available where Bud and Bud Light are sold. So, next time...
Now back to Saturday Morning Cartoons. When you end up wearing that, you know your parents don't care.
A Budweiser nose mask.
Yeah.
I feel like even Budweiser was like, yeah, we know they suck. You know, like I feel like they were kind of making fun of them.
Or like your absentee alcoholic dad would be like, here, wear this for Halloween. It's a pumpkin. You put it on your nose. I got it with a sixer.
Put a hefty bag over your shoulders. And
Speaking of dads that don't care, can I show you guys one of my few pieces of Garfield merchandise?
Yes.
Not even merchandise. It's folk art. It's this.
Oh,
But it says, to Dad, love Chris. But Dad gave it to a thrift store at some point.
Wait, what is this supposed to be? Just like a statue? Oh boy,
the statue of Garfield.
Okay, but it doesn't like hold pens or something.
No, I think I assume a kid
holds memories.
Or Chris. Yeah, Chris in 1987 made it in 8th grade wood shop. I'm guessing.
Dad was like, "Nah, thanks."
Yeah.
Yeah. What am I gonna do with this? I'm kind of with the dad on that, but
that is a prized artifact. That's great. I can't
Yeah,
believe the dad let that go.
That is fantastic. All right, should we jump back in part 2 here?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
George looks scared.
It's getting scary now.
Shut up, you two! That's enough to stop an old man's ticker. You've picked a poor night to come visiting, my friends. This could be the worst night of your lives.
I knew it. Let's not bother the man any longer, Odie.
Stay! I'm about to tell you has never been told to another living soul.
Another good voice.
Yeah, he does.
This island.
And just like old people generally are scary, right? Like if you're a little kid who loves Garfield and all of a sudden there's this old man there, yeah, you're gonna be scared.
As a secret, a deep, dark secret it has held for 100 years. 100 years.
Is that Lou Rawls? I don't know.
Could be.
100
Did he just like wipe drool from his face?
Did he?
That was the scariest
Oh
part.
yes, you're right. Let's frame by frame this. Like, look at
look
at that.
I want to get that cell.
Wow.
Where do you want it? Like right there? Is that the cell that you want?
No, maybe, but the two of those two next to each other. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
100 years ago tonight, a
Great
ruthless
detail.
band of pirates held up in this very house. They had looted many ships and were pursued by government troops.
Here in Muncie, Indiana.
They were so heavily laden with their ill-gotten gains, they had to bury the treasure before making their escape. However, before they left this island on that stormy night, they signed a contract written in blood. They vowed to return for the treasure 100 years from Halloween night at the stroke of midnight, even if it meant returning from the grave.
See you in the Sunday Funnies, kids. Written in blood.
Yeah, look at it.
Do you believe this? Believe it, my friends. The pirates had a 10-year-old cabin boy. I was that boy.
Chris Elliott
I
was his
there.
name.
I never took the treasure because they would have found me. There's no escaping them.
Good lighting
They
on the
know
hands,
we're here. They know who we are.
Well, that made my mind up. Come on, Odie, let's blow this joint. You want to come too?
Pretty good. He
where'd
asked the
go?
old man to come.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
never mind. Let's get to the boat.
And then you saw that.
Rats! There goes my boat. Rats! There goes my candy. My boat's gone. My candy's gone. Dead pirates are coming any minute. It's past my bedtime. I want to go home. Just as I suspected, that old man was just some kind of lunatic.
What if the Funky Phantom was in that clock?
Wait, who's the Funky Phantom again?
The Revolutionary War ghost
No, I know what he's talking about.
from the cartoon that we watched last week with
I love that Joe's already forgotten that.
Yeah, no, in one
It was
ear, out
one
the other.
week.
Yeah.
he crawled in a grandfather clock to get away from the redcoats and died with his cat there.
Oh yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. The
yeah.
Funky Phantom. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. Okay, of course. Yes. That unforgettable character. Yeah. See, that scared the shit out of me because it's like it's impending doom.
Yeah, and they can't get away. They can't go home.
Exactly. It's slow impending doom. Like, look at that. That's pretty scary.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like out of Fantasia or something.
Yeah.
We gotta hide, Odie. We haven't much time. We gotta find a good place to hide. Don't worry that they know where we are. Not there, dummy.
This is the scene that was always memorable to me.
Where they're hiding?
Yeah, hiding and like scary people are coming in. You're hiding. Like that always.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's not an old man. These are like real supernatural creatures.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
The legend was true. The old man was speaking the truth.
Maybe they didn't see us.
Yeah, see, that part scared the shit out of me.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, where the hell are they gonna go?
And we know they can't swim.
Odie might be able to doggy paddle.
Yeah, that's true.
This is it, pal. We swim for it. 1, 2, 3. Rats! I forgot. I can't swim.
Garfield drowns. Yeah, go to commercial.
Good ending.
And then Jim Davis retired him forever.
Mhm.
He's like, that's it.
You can't appear any more Embassy Suites commercials or in car windows.
And little kids can't carve him for his dad anymore either.
Yeah, 1985. That was the last year for Garfield.
Mhm.
Yep.
Drowning animals. Prime time.
I wish Odie would perform CPR on Garfield there and like right on the mouth.
Breathe, damn it! Don't you go dying on me.
Oh, you one old buddy.
I
the
love
old man
Odie.
was right, Odie.
You love Odie, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love his name too. It's a great name, Odie. It's a great name.
This was the worst night of my life. I've had nightmares that look like birthday parties compared to tonight. Well, looky here. It do be me candy. Arr. I guess this story do have a happy ending after all, matey. Let's be shoving off for home now. So the pirate ghost got the treasure, and we got the candy. What a night. Boy, am I wired. I think I'll see what's on TV.
Was Binky in the comic strip?
I think so.
I think Binky the Clown was, yeah.
I think so. Yeah. I think all this was, yeah.
And welcome to our all-night pirate movie festival.
Boy, am I tired.
Yep. There we go.
Classic.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Vocals by Lou Rawls, Lorenzo Music. Okay. There we go.
Lindsay Workman was the old man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that was one of Lou Rawls' like pseudonyms or
That's
something.
good trivia right there.
Lindsay Workman, yeah. Still scary.
Still scary. So today, Caitlin, you sent over a grab bag of Garfield stuff, an email with a lot of screen grabs, a lot of photos, and I put them all together. And I included a few of my own in here too. But maybe you just want to walk us through all things Garfield here.
So much of it is not Garfield related. I just
I know.
Off the deep
that was
end.
my favorite part. It was just like, oh, all of a sudden there's non-Garfield thing. But we'll start here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh wait,
Sure.
what were you gonna say? Let you what?
No, I'll say something at the end. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So this is you on the Garfield chair, and I see your name up on the top right. Is that right outside
That's
your
my
office?
office. Yeah,
that's your
that's my
office.
office.
You have a Garfield bench right outside of your office.
I do. Yeah, I can curl up right there, take some naps between meetings. Yeah. So we have a Garfield bench that came from another museum that closed down, which actually a lot of the photos I included are from this other museum, but I'll get to that. And we just moved the bench to like a public space where people can take photos with it because it's like, good photo op.
For sure.
Hashtagging stuff on whatever Instagram or elsewhere with that for
You
our
got
library.
to.
So,
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. John Arbuckle on a pumpkin.
Nice.
Nice.
Not much more to say than that. It's just one of my favorite pumpkins I've ever carved, John Arbuckle. I've also done a Ziggy and a Nancy, so I haven't decided what I'm gonna do this year yet, but I'll take suggestions in the comments.
So you appreciate Arbuckle then, huh?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I do. Oh, I love his character design in particular.
Okay. Yes. All right. Let me see. I'm doing this on the
He's sort of a Milhouse's dad kind of character. He's kind of like
weird and sad and lovable.
Yeah,
bachelor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pathetic. Yeah.
My favorite. So many of these photos just made me laugh, and that's why I included them. Just this so I was basically trying to look for Garfield related stuff in our collection, but since I don't have a ton at home, and I was looking through photo albums that came from the International Museum of Cartoon Art, which is another cartoon art museum, doesn't exist anymore, but it used to be. It was run by Mort Walker, who creates created Beetle Bailey.
Yeah.
And it used to be in Rybrook, New York, and then in Connecticut, and then in Boca Raton, Florida, and then it shut down. And we got everything they had from their collection. So these are photo albums from events that they had. Not we didn't have these events, but they had a bunch of different Garfield events, and I was looking for photos of through the Garfield event albums, and there's thousands of photos, which I don't know. I personally think I'm so glad that an institution is preserving these kind of images.
Absolutely.
I mean, I wish there was a video of this, like if somebody's shooting video, because he doesn't look happy here. Also, does he have a ponytail? Is that a ponytail I'm seeing on there?
It's a reflection. But,
I think it's somebody. I think it's somebody standing behind him.
I don't know. That looks like a ponytail to me. What do you look at? That's ponytail.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah.
It could be. It could be somebody behind him, but But also, like he doesn't look. He's. That's not the right expression to have when there's Garfield right in front of you, right?
That's why I love this so much. He's so serious. He looks like he's like addressing the UN or something.
There were many casualties.
Wait, also, I want to see. What his tie.
Hands.
What's his tie? Is it a fun tie?
That's a billionaire's tie.
That is a bit. What is it though?
Only a billionaire could get away with that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He definitely has a ponytail here, though. Oh, all right. Excellent. All right. What was this?
No. I just like this position of his tail in front of that guy's crotch. Yeah, same party, I guess. And you can see Jim down the middle there. So.
Oh, that's Jim in the middle.
Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's his tie going on? He has fun ties. So you can get away with it. No ponytail there. Definitely. Also, I like some of the wear that's on there's a little bit of wear on the
Garfield ass.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Garfield. Is that a Garfield tail in front of your crotch, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh, I put this one in here because I had this shirt and I lost it. I always lose shirts, but like this is a bootleg. Obviously, this is not Jim Davis, but I had this, and I remember going through TSA one time while wearing this and feeling weird, like that I'm wearing, guns and like
What post 9/11?
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is like maybe 4 years ago. Yeah.
I thought you had like 8th grade.
No. This is recent. Yeah. Kaylin, this was one of my favorites here. This is there's a lot going. This is one of the greatest photos of all time, possibly.
I am so glad you feel this way because I was like, what are they going to think of it when I'm sending? This just killed me. So if you can zoom in, we've got these elderly women.
Where do you want me to do? Let's start on the left.
Go to the right a little. Go to the right.
Right. Okay. We'll start over here. Yeah.
So they're in the Board of Trustees conference room. So a very important place. All these older women. There's this beautiful headshot of Mort Walker.
That's Mort Walker. Okay.
Walker. Yeah. And then there's this woman who is not Kathy Geiswright, just holding a drawing.
Not a great drawing.
No, I think it's probably one, I don't know, that she did or from a workshop. But then, just keep going.
Wait. Are we going to talk about the fanny pack or what?
Pack, sorry.
Well, wait a second. Are we going to talk about the paper towel roll that's out?
In the microwave.
That nobody replenished? The break room that's over here on this side.
So it's like a Flemish masterwork where there's all sorts of things the eyes grasp. Yeah.
Yes. They got the trapper keepers.
Binders of important information.
Yes.
And, I just would love to know what they were discussing. It's a very important.
And she's giving this presentation to 3 people too. Like, what's being decided here?
We can only dream.
That's a monster fanny pack too. Like that fanny pack means business.
You could fit another fanny pack inside of that fanny pack.
You fit like 3 fanny packs in there.
This needs to be a Zoom background. It's like
George, you want to screen grab that? I'll give you a second to do it if you need to.
I'll just send you the photo.
Okay. All right. Here you go. Oh, this is another great one because there's just so much going on here.
This is it was a guy taking off a Garfield costume, but what really struck me was not that. You can imagine.
I'll just zoom in.
Is this like licensed furries?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at and then
Popeye arms here.
There's a Xerox copier over here, and then upside down olive oil. How is that even
It's a
possible?
nightmare.
I don't
She's
know how that's
taking off,
Pulling it off
taking
like
off the
that.
head. Yeah. But again, these are the really important artifacts from American history that we're
for
preserving
sure.
at the Billy
Yeah,
Island.
Yeah, there's the arm.
Was
Well, we're back to there we go.
Was that a pocket? So
I think
It's
that's
probably
his
an
armhole.
armhole.
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. And just the framing is just perfect. It's a perfect photo.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Oh, these are fantastic. Where'd you find? Do you have
These are in the
access to
collection.
these? Do you have access
So
to
they're not digitized, but yeah, we have lots of VHS.
We would
tape,
be more
not
than
digitized.
happy to
Yeah.
digitize these for you.
That's great.
I will drop everything I'm doing.
Yep.
And I will put in Garfield's actions, how to put on the costume.
How to put on the Garfield costume. 23 minutes. It takes
Yeah.
23 minutes.
You don't want to relive Garfield's birthday experience?
I definitely want to relive that. Yes. All right. What else we got? Oh,
This solve the mystery of the Jim Davis ponytail. Yeah. Oh God.
Is this also from the? Wow. This isn't like from Google Images. This isn't Google Images.
No, this is a photo of a photo that I took in my office this morning. I just, again, they had all kinds of really fun parties at this museum.
Kind of menage a trois
everyone was
happening
there.
here. Yeah.
But like, look at Betty. What's her name? Flintstone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Wilma.
Yeah.
Just like I feel like I'm. It's like Mort Walker on peyote. This is what he was thinking. This is his spirit quest.
In a white room with
we gotta go close in on Marge.
This must have been Boca Raton,
and
right?
the flaps are outside of her body costume.
Wait, what do you mean?
The flaps, that supposed to be tucked into the
Yeah.
body. And actually, Mike Drucker, when he showed a Plunket of somebody dressed as Bart Simpson, also the flaps are outside of the body.
You're right. Those are supposed to go in, so it looks like it's your skin color. Yeah.
But I like the conga line hand. You really get the motion in there from Marge.
Yeah.
Feeling hot.
These are fantastic. Yeah. So this is another one. We would be happy to digitize these. So have you watched these yet?
No. Oh no. I mean, we have tons of VHS. Also, the parties and stuff, they were filmed. We have lots of the films. There too. So
wow.
We would be more than happy. We'll do it all free of charge. This is
awesome.
Yes.
Hot nights at the
absolutely.
Cartoon Museum.
Yes. I like the idea of learning to draw sound. That's interesting. That's an interesting way of putting it.
Was this for general audiences or for his ghost artists?
I'm gonna guess that these in particular may have been made for an exhibit at that museum because they had like a lot of interactive stuff. So it would have been probably like part of an area where kids could sit down and learn how to make cartoons or whatever.
Okay. I bet he has a special training video for his fleet of 50 illustrators who just draw Garfield. Don't you think?
Yeah, and he opens turning saying, "Oh, hello."
Yeah, exactly.
So you're going to be drawing part of my empire.
Hello and welcome.
Also, the mascot thing is like pretty serious. Like with the mascot video thing, we've borrowed some mascots for events at the Billy Ireland, and you have to like put them on in a very specific way, and you can't like wear you can't be seen wearing a part of it without the rest of it.
Right.
It's yeah. So we have a Nancy costume at our library that I've put on a number of times. And
I bet you have.
Friends of mine.
No,
and we've actually gotten reprimanded on the internet from people who are professional mascots who are like, "You're really." Those costumes were meant to be worn by the person who was trained to be that person. Like there's one woman in the world who can wear the Snoopy costume. I know that for a fact. She's like the trained Snoopy mascot.
She's the only one who does it right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to Jim Henson's studios, like where they build the puppets, and they don't let you take photos of puppets that aren't active. You know what I mean? Because they don't want it to look like it's dead.
Because they look lifeless when there's not a hand in there. So they have rules.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
Just kidding.
All right. Oh, so this is classic. Didn't like McDonald's or somebody? Because I feel like everybody had this.
So this is one of I think 2 or 3 shots of stuffed animals that are just we have literally boxes and boxes and boxes that are just full of these because there was a a Garfield for every occasion. There's I don't know what the occasion is for like the cowboy one, but there's a graduation one in the back, an Easter one, the devil one, the angel. There are tons and tons of them.
I had one. I definitely had one, but I feel like you got it free with a Happy Meal or something. I don't know. Happy Meals usually give you shit, but like they wouldn't give you something this good.
These are pretty big, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hallmark stores always had. Oh, Normal.
Yes.
Arlene, not Normal.
Arlene, sorry.
This is Garfield's girlfriend, Arlene.
Yeah.
Who for some reason has a neck like Odie, even though none of the other characters have creepy long necks. But
she's beautiful.
Do you think that Jim Davis workshopped this, or did he just do it and he's like, this is it?
The design.
Yeah, as far as the design. And everybody's just like, oh, brilliant. I feel like he's like at the golf course every day. I feel like he's like, I don't even think he looks at this stuff anymore. Does he?
Yeah, I think he writes them supposedly, but that's
okay. All right.
Lasagna. What is his writing process like? I don't know.
Well, you know what he should do? This would make great press too. Is if he gave all his employees Mondays off, so they didn't have to work Mondays. So they got a 3-day weekend. They just had to work Tuesday through Friday. I don't know. I'm throwing that out there. My idea.
Lasagna Fridays.
So is this the sticker? You put this one in here. Is this the suction cup? I assume
it doesn't. If it is, it doesn't have the suction cup on it anymore. But I think the tag is like 78 or something. So this is like very early Garfield merch, and I just thought it was hilarious because it's all faded
and just what the hell is it? What the hell is it even? Like, yeah, that's why I thought it had suction cups up there, but no, maybe not. Last of the Red Hot Lovers.
Just weird sexual Garfield.
Well, I feel like they didn't say no to anything, like any idea. They're just like, yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's try it.
Just like the Red Hot Lovers.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't say no to anything.
This
is that a band?
This is a placard that you can buy and put in your house. What fun is it, teeter without a toddler?
When I saw this,
that classic phrase.
And when I saw this, I was like, I've seen this before several times. I wonder if I had it like in my 3rd grade class. Maybe it was up on the wall or something. You know what I mean? Because like memories flooded back, but my brain is, mushy. So
you couldn't even come up with the word mushy.
It took me a second to come up with the word mushy, but yeah, it looked familiar. This has to be a bootleg then, right?
I have no idea. It's just so sad looking.
And
you can see this is the one photo that shows it. They are all individually wrapped in tissue paper in our archive in acid-free boxes.
Oh, that's in your archive.
This is all from the archive. We're like trying to preserve this stuff, for future generations.
And I should mention that we're going to be in Columbus, Ohio in December, and we're going to come down to the Billy Ireland Museum, and maybe we could bring our camera and do a little Saturday morning feature where you pull out some stuff to show us, and we'll get a little tour. I think that'd be a fun little thing.
I'm excited about that.
And I think we have some original animation art from even maybe some of the some of the cartoons that we've watched.
Yeah,
at least have some Scooby-Doo art. So
fantastic.
Nice. This is one I found here. This is a bootleg. I just looked up bootleg Garfields and like.
It looks like after they found Garfield a week later.
Oh wait! Oh shoot! I wanted to reveal this one. This is the last one. All right,
God.
So there's that. All right. So Caitlin, this last one. Hopefully nobody saw that last one. But you saw this on, what was it, Redbubble, you said?
I was Googling Garfield this morning, and that just popped up in the Google image search. Yeah. I wasn't putting anything in there that should reveal that.
Oh.
But
I like it's an ad, $146.
Not bad.
What the hell?
Totally worth it.
Garfield when I was born. What? When I was born.
He came out of that lady's legs.
But
when he was born.
Okay.
What don't you get? It's
the clawing.
I mean, it looks like a very comfortable blanket.
What if Jim Davis's signature was on it too?
Or he was sleeping in that bed.
Well, the fact that this is an advertisement on Redbubble bodes well for this episode. of Saturday Morning Cartoons.
Yeah, you just forward this to YouTube if you get flagged.
Yeah, exactly. Like the fact that this can be, and he's like, but he's breaking out.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Anatomically inaccurate.
Yes. Excellent slideshow, Caitlin. That was
Thanks.
good work.
And I'll just show one last piece of merchandise that I have in my personal collection, which is something that belongs in every home. A Garfield toilet seat.
No way.
Yes way. This is on my toilet every Christmas. Yeah.
And
actually, when you guys are here, you can test this out.
Oh,
it's one of the weird padded toilet seats.
Oh, I love those.
So
They're way more comfortable. Yeah.
Of course
We're bringing our video camera. It shoots 4K. So it's gonna be great. Yeah. So wait. So like the day after Thanksgiving, is that when you go out? You unscrew the? Okay. All right.
And we're going to be there around Christmas time. We like to bring a gift. I don't know if you need a new comforter, Caitlin, but I have a good idea of what we might get you.
When I was born.
Is there a Ziggy version of that?
We can make one.
Sure there is. George, you have a game for us, don't you? Did you say you have a game?
Oh, man. Yes, I do.
Let's keep this party going. This Garfield party going.
We may have to break this up over several episodes.
No, let's keep it going.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's right. It is time for Mask Me Another, the game show that quizzes contestants on their ability to identify vintage Halloween costumes by their lousy plastic masks. But before we begin, I'll present my own harrowing history with a store-bought Halloween mask, of course.
Okay.
October 31st, 1983, I attended my Cub Scout PAX Halloween costume contest. I was wearing a vinyl Ben Cooper Boba Fett costume available for $4.99. Yet as prizes were being awarded, I somehow thought I still had a chance to win. So when the scout leader said into the microphone, "First place, the Star Wars guy," I pridefully marched right up to the podium. But no one was looking at me. Yes, instead they were looking at the kid right behind me in the elaborate homemade Jawa costume with light up eyes. And ever since then, I've been unable to accept any praise because it might turn out that it was meant for somebody behind me. And 8 years later, that Cub Scout leader was charged with murder. True story. Anyhow, let's move on to the game.
Well, you're doing a great job. And I was talking to Caitlin there.
And you haven't been charged with murder yet.
I never will be.
All right. Okay, good.
Just think about that for a second. So let's meet our contestants. Joe Pickett, for last year's Halloween episode, you wore a Skeletor Underoos shirt and your CPAP hose. What's the least effort you've ever put into a Halloween costume?
Let's see. Well, all of them, all of my Halloween costumes are very little effort. So they're, let's see. I usually just look around for a different kind of shirt that I normally wouldn't wear, which I would say was last Halloween for VCR party show. Yeah, I just threw on the gas and fuel shirt because it was over there on the wall. Yeah.
Well, good luck then on today's game.
Yeah,
Nick Brewer, you masked true intentions behind an impenetrable wall of precisely timed witticisms. When will you reveal your true self to the world?
When hell freezes over, George.
Okay. And Professor Caitlin McGurk of the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum, in your youth, you went through a goth phase. Did you ever feel on Halloween like your lifestyle was being co-opted by big business? And did you ever sue?
All the time.
Okay. Well, let's get on to the game. Let's go to the big board to see if this...
that was some fantastic banter before the game show started.
Yeah. Did that work? Did it not work?
Yeah. Oh, no.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see our category.
Hang on, George. Okay. We got some grids in front.
Oh,
it went away.
Wait, you're doing this live right now, aren't you?
You know it. Oh man, I think we're stuck with grids. What do you see now?
Yep,
I see your shadows.
It's
your
not
shadows,
blocking anything.
Yeah.
Now we're good.
Okay.
All
right. Today's categories are video games, Shat tunes, comic books, TV and movies, failed toys, and impossible. You'll note that point values are not the same throughout because there's almost no way any of the the final two categories can be guessed.
Okay.
And the order of contestants will be Joe, because otherwise you'd complain, Caitlin, because you're our guest, and Nick, because that's your left. And now let's play Say It With Me. Mask Me Another.
Mask me another one.
Formerly known as Wait, Wait, Go Fuck Yourself. Okay. So, Joe, pick a category and a dollar amount.
Impossible for 1,000.
Whoa.
It's gonna be great.
Oh man. Well,
I can't wait.
Joe Pickett.
Okay.
What is this? What is this costume?
Oh, it's a Red Baron.
Is that your final answer?
Hold on.
5 seconds.
Red Zorro? Maybe it's Red Zorro. Red Zorro.
Okay, final
Red
answer.
Zorro.
Okay. And it is one of the Brady Bunch, an actual costume.
No.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
When did they ever wear those masks?
That's not a bit. Is that a bit?
Not a bit. 100% real.
One of the Brady Bunch?
Yes.
That sounds like a bit.
Not a bit. Caitlin McGurk of the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library
That's what the
Museum.
show should be called, is Not a Bit.
All these are real.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go for comic books. 500, please.
Wow.
Ooh. Also, are we gonna do all of these?
we'll see what people's tolerance is. Okay, comic books for 500. Caitlin McGurk of the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum. Who is this?
Ooh.
Oh God, I feel like I should know who this is. It's not Namor, is it? That's my only guess.
Okay, I'm afraid it is Aquaman, who didn't wear a mask, but that is who Ben Cooper put a mask on it.
Even though the drawing on his thing, he didn't have a mask.
Yes,
but...
and I found, and you'll see in several others, that when they show costumes on these sites, they always put the costume head on the groin.
Well, okay. All right.
Oh boy.
There's a lot going on here.
Not a bit. Not a bit.
Not a bit.
Yeah.
100% real.
All real.
No one's gonna win this. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We're only going through the most difficult so far.
We only
Nick
have 38. We only have 38 categories to go. So,
video games for 500.
Okay. Will this be it? Will this
break the tie of 0?
There's not a chance. There's not a chance.
What is this a costume of?
What?
I'll say Space Invaders.
I'm afraid it wasn't a toy, but it was Yar's Revenge.
The insect. Oh, right.
Yes.
Of course.
Wow. All right. You got the closest so far, but you don't get points.
Maybe a strategy might involve not picking the most difficult ones, but I leave it to you. That's how a person plays.
George, you actually did one for each one of these?
You know it.
I mean,
we can call it off right now.
No, let's do one more. Let's do one more round and save the rest for the Halloween episode.
All right.
Ooh, yeah.
No, I want to play the whole thing tonight. Impossible for 900.
I got nowhere to be.
Joe Pickett, you're a brave man.
Brave.
I'm gonna say
one word for it.
I'm gonna say a GoBot. It's a GoBot.
What is this a costume of?
No. What? No way.
The superhero sushi roll head.
No helping.
Sorry.
Hold on.
You guys are going to get most of these, by the way.
Who does that look like? It looks like it does look like somebody, and there's something going on with the head.
The category is impossible.
Yeah, impossible. I don't even have a guess. I don't even have a funny guess.
5 seconds.
Smash Head.
Good guess. It is. I don't know who this is. Lazar Man.
Rem Lazar Man?
No, this was a 60s costume. Lazar Man. I'm wondering, we're going to have to contact.
Get Ben Cooper on the phone.
Yeah, the late Ben Cooper.
We should have yes. What's the deal with Ben Cooper? He's the Jim Davis of costumes, isn't he? I mean, he just sat back. He was on the golf course the whole time while they were cranking these out. All right,
Caitlin McGurk.
I'll go for Shatoons 200.
Okay, good strategy. Who is this?
Oh, is it Macho Man? Randy Savage? No, maybe.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Can I pass it to Joe, who knows it clearly?
Chuck Norris.
You cannot, but it was Chuck Norris.
Yes, so I got it right because you passed it to me.
It's available in
Give it to Joe.
tiny tot 3 to 5.
Look at how the mustaches got printed wrong on that version of it. Look
There's
at
a lot great about this.
A little bit to the left.
Could you
Same thing on actual Chuck Norris.
Yeah, zoom in on the mustache. It's like clearly like went through the printer.
No quality control at Ben Cooper.
Wow. Okay, we're 0 for 6
I'm not
so
gonna
far.
get any of these.
But that was plausible.
Nobody's gonna get any of these.
It was plausible. Joe got it.
All right, I'm going TV and movies for 300.
Okay.
Wait, why does Impossible start at 600?
Because
they're
it's
harder.
impossible.
I know, but
He
Oh, you mean it should start at like a billion? It was going to be at the
I
billion.
wasn't listening to that.
He said at the beginning, notice that the values are different.
TV and movies for 300. Nick Brewer.
This is the best game ever. This should be an actual game that people can buy at like Target or something.
Oh, I'll say Luke Duke.
Nick Brewer.
That's good.
You got it.
That's good.
Oh, I was like, who's a blonde hero, a blonde TV star? Yes.
Yeah, but
Brewer,
he only got 300 for that. Yeah, those are the pants that he always wore, though. I remember those. Yeah.
Yep.
That was the Confederate shirt he wore.
Yep. The costume has been canceled.
So I guess it's up to. There has to be a conclave to decide whether or not this is going to keep going, or whether Nick has other things he's got to do.
Can we continue playing it on VCR Party next Tuesday or something, or like?
Let's
what is
continue
this,
it on
this airing?
This is airing this Saturday. Let's continue it on the Halloween episode of Saturday Morning Cartoons, because we need a game for that one anyway.
No, but it looks like we can milk a lot of content out of this. If George put all this effort into it, we're not going to do the whole thing there. Let's do it on the VCR Party and here. Let's just keep doing it.
Okay, on Halloween we'll have the actual board in the office.
This is probably one of the most fun games I've ever played.
Yeah.
Sorry about Dream Crush. This got
Dream
picked
Catcher.
out by.
Yeah.
Well, I won round 1, and then we'll pick up round 2 on VCR Party the week of Halloween, and then on Saturday before Halloween we'll finish her off on Saturday Morning Cartoons. How about that?
That sounds like a plan to me.
All right.
Okay.
Great
all
game,
right.
George.
Wow. This is the most ambitious thing you've ever worked on.
Including your real job.
Yeah. I'm waiting to hear back from that. I haven't called them in 3 days because
you called in sick for like 3 days, right?
I need a Ben Cooper, Chuck Norris. I'm calling around to all the pawn shops. I bought them all. They're all.
I'm sure that through all that though, you probably learned a lesson, because I learned nothing.
I actually have learned no lesson other than it's very difficult for Scotch tape to stick onto chalkboard. And that's why I always say. What do I always
What do you always say? There's something you always say. I can't remember.
The more I battle is twice the knowing.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Something like that.
Say. Yeah. It is something.
Wow, what an episode. I think this was worthy of the Garfield Halloween special.
And there's a chance that this won't even, like, YouTube won't
This
even
might win
allow
an
this to
Emmy.
be Yeah.
I hope it does. I really do.
It might not even see the light of day, because Jim Davis is like, nope, I like Garfield without Garfield. I don't like this.
Yeah.
So
They analyzed a fanny pack for a full 15 minutes. I'm not approving that. That had nothing to do with me.
All the contestants have to swear on the future grave of Jim Davis not to do research on Halloween costumes.
I'm not looking at Ben Cooper costumes at all.
Okay.
Never, ever.
Promise.
Yep. I'm gonna forget this even happened. Like,
I trust
We know.
I trust Nick and Caitlin, but then I also trust that Joe will not remember.
No, yeah.
I really hope the Funky Phantom is in there as a Ben Cooper costume.
Oh, I wish there was one. I don't know. We'll find out. Stay tuned, everybody.
All right. Happy Saturday, everybody.
Happy Saturday.